started with no money, and here I am, $50 million later in real estate.
How much?
$50 million.
And if you got $50 million, why the fuck you need investor money? You got buy it yourself money. See, that's what I'm saying. All these niggas be having all these millions, but yo, y'all can invest. I don't have to community. What community? We ain't from the same community, nigga. You from a Dominican community and fucking envy from a middle class mix, maybe mulatto community. Nigga, you not from the community, nigga. Where the fuck cousin neck at? That nigga like Fat Joe and Fat Pun. Nigga look like that in the middle of it, literally. We know what middleman, he didn't diddly. It'll be a cold day in the hell we taking out. Number 6 to kill. To kill. Remember your brother's weight. Remember the slump to yay. I hope you first in the earth and curse your family church. And I gave me the villain for running around my cavity villain. Family's villain in the. Welcome back. The Big Back Podcast. I'm your host. So, DJ Envy, they're part of a scam. I don't know why. He threw his whole career away for short-term money. Niggas is bozos. Niggas want instant gratification. Niggas want clout. And niggas abuse their fucking power. Let's go. So, DJ Envy has been caught up in a, scam, with a nobody nigga who came out of nowhere, right? And just hopped on the Breakfast Club one day. Said he had $50 million and he was a fucking, a real estate investor or some shit, right? No one checked his credentials. No one seen paperwork. No one seen no receipts to this nigga. He admittedly is a fucking scammer. He went to prison for fraud.
So my story is not a traditional real estate story, right? Or real estate investor story. So when I graduated high school, instead of going to college like my friends did, I chose the streets.
Right.
So everybody told me if you don't change your life, you're going to end up in prison. I didn't listen. I ended up in prison.
And notice how these niggas always saying, I came from prison, now I got this, now. I realized what that was the bait niggas like me. Niggas was getting hood money, selling crack and getting dope money and shit. Y'all niggas was trying to get our money because, it was off the books. We was easy targets for you, nigga. You'd have got your ass killed. You're looking for easy targets. Every time you hear a nigga saying, yo, I came from prison. Nigga, who asked you that? This is your story. I came from the street. Why is it always the same? We all come from the street. I come from the street. Yada, 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 yada. That supposed to give you more credit, motherfucker? I ain't have a high school diploma. I ain't have a high school. They don't give you no credit. Nigga, you don't got a fucking degree and none of this shit. Nigga, we ain't invested in nobody who got no fucking degrees. I came from the streets with no degrees and I came from prison. I don't trust you, nigga. I came from prison. Nigga, that gives you no credibility that you came from fucking prison. Nigga, who you think you fooling? Nigga, that always involves a scam. Niggas who say that shit always is scamming. Now I'm telling you about frauds and scammers. They don't stop being frauds and fucking scammers. They just learn new shit or they do it again. It's habitual. It's like smoking crack. Once you get that fast money, you can't stop being a fucking scammer, my nigga, unless you be successful in something else legally. And that's hard to do. This nigga had no education. This nigga was a Dominican and probably wasn't a fucking immigrant. And the fucking Breakfast Club have a history of having scammer niggas on. First of all that show do is promote negative, stupid shit and fucking scam. Now, before I get into the scammers, right? DJ Envy fucking scammed me. 2007. What happened was he had this artist named Red Cafe who had a song called Paper Chasing, although it was fire. So the CD came out, was DJ Envy, I think hosted the Co-op. Bought that shit when I was in prison. That shit was fucking garbage. Fucking garbage. Now, we don't know DJ Envy for DJ. We know Clue. We know K-Slay. We know Flex. We know Red Alert. We know motherfucking Ron G. We know Kid Capri. We know all these. We know P, what's that name? P Gutter, C Gutter, who's on the beefs. We don't know DJ Envy for doing nothing. Now, who is this DJ Envy nigga? He claims to be Black American, but he's light as fuck. I don't know what his mom is. He might be a mix. I don't fuck with mix. His father is a fucking cop, a retired cop. We don't fuck with police in hip hop. Never did. That shit never been cool. But this nigga is a cop. He allegedly ran with Clue, but we know Clue work. Clue was with Rockefeller, Clue was buzzing. We don't know Envy. Maybe behind the scenes, he was somebody, but he claimed he wasn't here for no fucking 30 years. Nigga, we ain't know you in 96. We ain't know you in 93. We ain't know you in 93. We ain't know you in 96. We ain't know you in 99. We ain't know you 2002. We ain't know you 2003. We ain't know you till about 06, 07. That's not motherfucking 30 years for your credentials, nigga. And you're not this nigga's not a boss. I remember Dame told this nigga he was not a fucking boss. And now look at this nigga.
Do you have to come to work today? Do you have a choice? Do you have to ask somebody when you have to? Yes, you do.
I don't.
Or you're fired. Can somebody tell you you fired?
I don't.
Can somebody tell you fired? Yes or no? Can another man say you're fired?
Absolutely.
No one can tell me that. And that's priceless to me.
But I'm here because
I don't care. You enjoy having a man be able to tell you fired?
But you enjoy.
Okay, let me ask you a question. So you being selfish. Do you think your son enjoys you calling somebody else a boss? Don't you think your son would rather wake up with you and you could pick him up from school instead of having to do a 9 to 5? Don't you think? Yeah, all right, but don't you have to wake up at 4 in the morning? Don't you think your son would love if his name was up there, Dash, or whatever your last name is, instead of somebody else's? My pride is in my children. Like, look what I'm doing right now. Look at my son. I taught my son never to have a boss. He's 23. He owns a restaurant. He has cookies. He has equity. He busts his ass so he can pass it on to his son. If that's not what you hustlers for, you're selfish.
He wasn't a boss. He had to go out fucking scamming. DJ Envy is a fucking scammer, and Charlamagne is a fucking pedophile. I don't know how he's still on a fucking platform. Like, who's running this fucking platform? We got a pedophile nigga. I don't know how the fuck Charlamagne, and who the fuck is Angela Yee? We don't know who the fuck this bitch ain't even a singer, a rapper. She's not even Black American. She's an Asian mixed. How is these people leading the fucking genre and influencing the culture to do a bunch of gossipy, scamming ass shit? All they do is promote gossip and scammy ass shit. And they let Democrats run a fucking muck up there. They let fucking Democrats and Republicans run a fucking muck. They had Larry Elder up there with his cooning. Then they had fucking Joe Biden was telling motherfuckers you ain't black if you can't vote for him. Then they let Hillary Clinton come with that motherfucker with hot sauce. Like, it's just a mockery of insulting. It's a bunch of coonery that goes on in that fucking thing. That show is garbage. It's garbage, and it does nothing but promote ignorance and criminality. The first scammer I know from this fucking show was Jay Morrison.
Club, good morning. We have a special guest and somebody that's going to teach us about buying and owning homes.
That's right, Envy. You know all about this.
Yes,
right?
I heard.
My friend Jay Morrison is here. He's also my brother.
What up?
All that I've done over the last 12 years, I did leaving the streets of North New Jersey on 10th and Springfield, selling dope to my hood and supplying the hood with dope after 2.5 years in prison.
Were you found guilty of fraud?
No.
Not at all.
1,000%. You can't pull up anything, anywhere that says I was found guilty of fraud. You ain't got to ask me that.
By technicality, Jay was never convicted of fraud because they settled. The power of a settlement is that the defendant never has guilty on their record, and they get to manipulate the audience into thinking they weren't guilty. On February 17, 2009, there was an order and final judgment as to Jermaine D. Morrison. The judgment was in the amount of $200,000. Further proven by this document filed a week prior, settled before trial, $200K judgment.
Where they co-signed this nigga, how did he get there in the first place? He didn't have no fucking money. He ain't skyrocketed after he got on the show. Now this nigga is someone to be reckoned with. He was on Vlad. He was on a bunch of shit. But they gave him the cosign. He started scamming niggas. Then Boyce Watkins was up there. Boyce Watkins was scamming niggas and beating bitches out their money, out their podcast money.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We have a special guest in the building this morning.
That's right.
Dr. Boyce Watkins. Good morning, sir.
What's happening, brother? How you doing?
Everything?
Okay, so let's have one of those really quick conversations again. For everybody who continues to come on my page from the last post with me and Tony, shout out to Tony the closer. How is Dr. Watkins a scammer? He's not a scammer. I'm gonna need y'all to do your fucking research, right? And one person even had the nerve to say to me, Dr. Watkins is not a scammer. I've made all kind of money off the stock market using his information. Let me tell y'all something. I'm really tired of black folks saying that because somebody did right by you, you overlook the fact that they've done wrong by many motherfucking people. Fuck you, who said that, and fuck Dr. Boyce Watkins. So, for all of you who seem to not be in the loop of what's been going on for years, I don't know where the fuck you been, but you should go do your research because all of this is public. So let's start with Michi, for example. I used to work for the bitch ass nigga, okay? Now, he doesn't owe me money, although there's a bunch of women who have come forward to say that he owes them money. His latest victim is Dolores Jones, a woman that worked for him for many years, was his friend for many years. When he had no more use of her, he discarded her right before Corona, owing her $3,400. And instead of this man giving her money, he blocked her. He wouldn't respond to her. And then his response to her video and my video I made about it is, oh, well, I've paid Dolores his rent a couple times. I bailed her out. I've always been there to help her, so I don't know what she's talking about. But he never addressed the fact that, nigga, you owe her money. And
like, they promote a bullshit. Then on top of that, Boyce Watkins co-signed it. Jay Morrison. Jay Morrison's from Jersey. CEASAR PINA's from Jersey. It's like they had a fucking same fucking scam. They both was dropouts. They both was in the streets. They both was fucking scamming and doing whatever they probably. He's Dominican, probably selling coke. And all of a sudden, these are real estate moguls. I think both of them. I think Jay Morrison's Dominican too. He's a fucking Dominican. Ain't nothing wrong with Dominicans. Shout out to Dominican niggas. I fuck with Dominicans. But it's something wrong with Dominican niggas if they robbing black Americans of their hard-earned money. I seen a father who got money from his kid's life insurance because the kid died. I seen this woman who got money for being molested in some program. Like, I'm not. First of all, I don't want nobody to go to jail. And you know, I respect scammers. I respect hustlers. You got to get it how you get it. I respect that. But at what degree do we platform these motherfuckers and make these motherfuckers gatekeepers and kingmakers? Then you have Umar Johnson with his fucking scamming with Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey school that he was tricking off with fucking strippers. We ain't forget about that. Then
morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Special guest in the building this morning.
A very polarizing figure.
Dr. Umar Johnson.
Dr. Umar Johnson. What's
Thanks
up, my brother?
Good morning,
Thanks for having me. It's an honor to be here.
And then we have brother Polite.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Brother Polite.
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Who turned to be a fucking Charlamagne, which is a pedophile, and he's in jail. He was in jail for doing scams with real estate. Then he had a bunch of scamming ass bitches who's up there.
Wake that ass up early in the morning. The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got some special guests in the building.
Yes, indeed.
We have Jamila Davis, Aisha Hall, Ayana Bean, and Delranda Hood.
Why did you do that accent?
sound like Delranda.
Delranda.
And I refuse to call y'all the trap queens because that's not who y'all are. That's just to show y'all are.
Right,
Right.
Yes.
Now let's start with Jamila Davis. Now, you guys are on a new show. Of course, he just said Trap Queens. Now, what is your story for
American
people that don't
Gangster.
know?
So basically, I was convicted for bank fraud.
Who did a show? They're on American Gangster for scamming motherfuckers. You had this one chick, Jamila T. Davis. She was up there for scamming for real estate, insurance, and shit like that. Like, all they doing is showing aspirations to scam. Why do we platform drug dealers and scammers? All you gonna do is fucking snitch. This nigga's a fucking. He's the son of a cop. He's gonna fucking snitch, and he act like he ain't know. He ain't know what was going on. Nigga, you gave the co-sign of approval. You was the fucking voice of the whole scam. You was a fucking spokesman. Nigga, you can't tell me, nigga, you didn't know what was going on when you was doing all the fucking talking and all the promotion of the show. That fat nigga CEASAR ain't say nothing. CEASAR, like, he was fucking eating up at CEASAR because y'all, the nigga, before y'all was about the same size, about fucking 8 episodes in, the nigga started like a fucking before and after picture. This motherfucker started waddling, looking like fucking Big Pun. This nigga got fat as fuck. All this nigga do was ordering fucking Grubhub and fucking Uber Eats and shit. This nigga wasted the money on food. This nigga DJ Envy's acting like he didn't know what it is, but you was a co-signer. Just like Paulie wasn't Goodfellas. Like, see, this is important about gatekeepers, right? Envy acting like he didn't know what was going on, but his face is good credit. If you see DJ Envy, he's not known for being a scumbag. He wasn't known for that. So he had equity. He had, and I don't know who made him a king or who made him a gatekeeper. I don't know why he was on the show, because he got other people that's from the culture that deserve to be a spot. DJ Clue had been in his spot. I don't know how he got DJ Clue's spot, but anyway, every time it was a deal, he was in the office, he was around, he was a stamp of approval. You can't tell me you was getting a kickback. I mean, you could deny it if you want to, but that fat nigga gonna tell you he's Dominican. Them niggas don't give a fuck about American niggas. He's gonna tell on you, my nigga. Like, the nerve of you to be greedy. When you had a fucking steady job with steady income, you was a good fucking employee. Dame Dash told you wasn't a boss. Now you trying to make boss move and go out your fucking way, and look at you. You scamming for what? Just to get the bag? My nigga, just get the bag culture gotta stop. Cause it's toxic as fuck. And then you had a lying bitch, Centoria Brown, up there who killed the trick while he was asleep. I don't know why this bitch is free. She wasn't trafficked, but the story is she was trafficked, and y'all pushed for that bitch to get out and gave her a platform. Y'all gave lying bitches and criminals platforms. Now even other people aspire to be fucking criminals, because people can't sell crack no more. People, that shit is dead. So the new thing now is scamming. If you giving people platforms that got 50 million, nigga, 70 million, 100 million, a million here, a million here, people are gonna chase that fucking scam. That's the new wave. Scamming is the new selling crack. And not only did you indulge and you got caught into the rapture of fast money, you are promoting this shit on your platform. That's gonna mislead kids. You ushering in a whole new wave of inmates for the system. See, it has to be a white executive up there telling y'all what to push and what agenda, because none of this shit has nothing to do with hip-hop. You got scammers on a show of a hip-hop in the morning show, and none of them are fucking musicians. None of them are producers. Don't get me wrong, y'all producers up there sometimes, but this should never be a fucking scammer. Y'all had the Wolf of Wall Street up there. The Wolf of fucking Wall Street, the scammers of all scammers.
Special guest in the building.
You may not know his face, but you know his name.
Jordan Belfort. Good morning.
Yes.
Good morning.
Welcome.
This is who Leonardo DiCaprio played in The Wolf of Wall Street.
Right.
That nigga's not hip-hop. That nigga's not black American culture. No one gives a fuck about a white boy who got some fucking free money, who got slapped on the wrist. Y'all promoting all the, that's what I'm saying. Y'all just give anybody a platform. We didn't ask y'all to bring Joe Biden or fucking Hillary Clinton up there. These people are toxic. Hillary Clinton, the Clintons destroyed the black community with the crime bill. Y'all ain't even press them about none of that shit. Y'all just let Hillary Clinton do what the fuck she want. The bitch had hot sauce in her purse, my nigga. That's some disrespectful shit. We don't all fucking eat hot sauce. I don't eat hot sauce. That shit don't represent black Americans. If bitch would put out some fucking fried chicken or some fucking watermelon, y'all have been Googling and fucking tap dancing. It's the shit is a coon fest, and the whole show need to get fucking deleted the fuck off the air anyway. Because for one, Charlamagne, who the fuck is he? He was another ex-con nigga. You know, don't get me wrong, I'm an ex-con nigga too. You had a bitch Kamala Harris on your platform talking all this reform shit when she kept inmates in jail. She acting like she want to help prisons. She was convicting niggas for selling weed, giving niggas time, not giving niggas parole. Now all of a sudden she's you had her like 5 years ago talking about we need to decriminalize marijuana because that's where the wind was blowing. This bitch, you had a bitch identifying as black when just before she came on your platform, she identified as an Asian bitch. Y'all ain't checking on that. Y'all like the bitch. Y'all like the bitch call herself black because you with the HBCU. No one goddamn what, this bitch ain't a black American. Y'all like that shit slide. You had weird ass Gary V up there talking about some NFTs and Bitcoin and all that crazy shit. You have a bunch of people we don't know who are not of their ethnicity. Give me a motherfucking job. I could do better than Charlamagne. This nigga don't do nothing but tap dance. He bleached his fucking skin. What type of examples he setting up there? He's ashamed of his skin. You gotta lighten up for who? You from South Carolina, nigga. Your Geechee ass is black as fuck, but yet you fucking bleaching your skin. He's a fucking disgrace. I be having a bunch of clown ass niggas on this podcast. I don't know how the fuck. Why we ain't got the fucking power to cancel niggas? The whole show is toxic. Dr. Umar still scamming niggas from the Breakfast Club. You had these weirdo ass niggas from Earn Your Leisure talking about fucking NFTs. That shit was a scam.
Special guest joining us today. We got
yes, indeed.
From Earn Your Leisure.
What's going on?
And we have 19 Keys. Welcome.
Man, blessing to be here. When it comes to crypto, you know, if you're going to invest in it, you want to either get at the best prices, which is when it really dropped to the lowest, and think from a long-term standpoint. The daily trading, that works for people who are very professional. They understand the technical analysis of it all, and then they can get in and out of that market and be able to make some money. But in the short term, a lot of people go lose a lot of money. You understand me? Trying to play it and trying to catch and guess what prices are the best ones to get in, when they really should be finding less volatile things to invest in, because you're not gonna know how long this thing gonna play out. You understand me? And so with this new currency war, it's creating a completely new global landscape of what money is. Like that's the whole thing about what is money, right? That's why NFTs are going up in value and cryptocurrency is fluctuating, and they trying to figure out what's going to be the best hedge right now. But the only hedge right now is diversification. You know, you can't guess what's going to be the best. You have to you have to invest in it all.
And always cross in the green, never in between. Honorable Elijah Muhammad Ali floats like a butterfly and stings like a bee. Remember, my brother, one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish, knick-knack, paddywhack, get a dog a bone.
Since their controversial rise and fall, NFTs have held the attention of the public for their ability to make some rich and others completely destitute. A report from industry researchers Dap Gamble reveals the vast majority of NFTs are now worthless, as they identified 73,257 NFT collections and discovered an eye-watering 69,795 of them have a market cap value of 0 Ether. This means roughly 95% of NFTs have zero market value, adhering to the criticisms many have had of the tech for years as a worthless Ponzi scheme.
That shit was nothing but a scam. Yeah, people up there talking about Bitcoin and fucking all that digital currency shit is all a scam. All y'all doing is making black Americans throw money into fucking people's pockets, not even from the culture. Jay Morrison's not from the culture. He claimed to be Dominican. Little Caesar's the fat little motherfucker. He's not. He's Dominican. He's not from the culture. Umar Johnson. I don't know if he's black American or not, but I don't know. I think he's a black American. But my thing is, y'all is promoting garbage ass people. Y'all don't bring no fucking scholars up there. Y'all don't bring no real people who buy real pressure. I mean, you got Rizza Islam and some people, but y'all don't bring like enough. Black American, my nigga, is if it's a hip hop show, if it's a morning show, you got to bring people really of the culture and of the movement for the betterment of the culture. All y'all doing is giving niggas empty calories. There's no nutrition on that show. There is nothing good of that show. Y'all give nothing that we could use, nothing of valuable. We don't give a fuck about Nicki Minaj. We don't give a fuck about the Kardashians. We don't give a fuck about all this goofy shit. We don't give a fuck about no donkey of the day. That shit is all silly shit. Y'all fucking men in y'all 40s, damn near 50s, promoting a bunch of, dang, that's just right. All y'all do is sell us gossip. Bitch ass shit. That whole show is a bitch ass show. And it need to go because it's going to mislead a bunch of kids to want to do scams. Envy's going to fucking rat. His father's a cop. He's going to flip. If he ain't flip already, you know this nigga's not in the street, nigga, anyway. Why are we allowing niggas? Since when did we ever fuck with children of police? Police kids don't even come around in our communities. Police kids don't hang with people from the hood. Why is we letting anybody in our culture? And why are we letting a square nigga dictate the culture? Why is he the face? Why is he a celebrity? The nigga's not talented with DJing. He's not an artist. His artist he had was trash. His contribution to hip hop is nothing. You better off having Clue Flex on that show. We know them. We grew with them. Nigga, we bought bootleg Clue tapes. We never bought an Envy tape. I ain't buy a bootleg Flex tape because his show is professional. But nigga, we bought Ron G. We bought DJ SNS. We don't know who the fuck this Envy nigga is, and we never knew. We let white people put people in positions who are not from the culture, and all they do is deteriorate us and make shit bad for us. This nigga set bad precedents by co-signing this nigga. You co-sign that fat nigga by showing your face, by putting him in the video. You ain't check his credentials, his background, or nothing. This nigga brags about coming home from jail and having no degree. First of all, people are dumb as fuck for even giving a nigga with no degree any type of money. I don't know how the fuck. Yo, what's one time this bitch from Jersey, right? Now this bitch from Bridgeport. She own a truck. She know Envy too. I ain't gonna say her name. Fuck her. Yeah, weirdo. But anyway, the bitch is like, back when Jay Morrison was coming to New Haven and shit. I actually met Jay Morrison in 1A Avenue. And I had him in my inbox. We was talking. But first, because I had like $50,000. I'm like, yo, what's good, man? I got $50,000. He said, yo, hit me in the inbox. That's what I did. I hit him in the inbox. What happened was when his people came at me like, yo, send $10,000. I'm like, so for what? You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, because that's like, he said, what did he say? I said, well, I'm getting $15,000. He said, some shit. I forgot what he said. But I'm like, I ain't sending y'all shit. Suck a dick. Then Jay Morrison himself inboxed me. What up, King? Like, what up? You're like, yo, so what you want to do? I'm like, yo, you man saying send $10,000? He's like, yeah, send $10,000 because, you know, I'm gonna get you loopy. I'm gonna get you around people. Man, fuck all that, nigga. I'm trying to get into the real estate. Nigga. I ain't give a fuck about hanging with you, nigga, and partying with you and being in the fucking loops. This nigga was selling dreams. So back then I ain't fuck with that nigga. So one day the bitch was like, yo, how you feel about Jay Morrison? I'm like, yo, that nigga's a fucking scammer. This before the Tulsa shit and before he just like it had to be like, well, what year is this, man? So it had to be before I went to jail. So that's when I had money. But when I got out, I met the bitch back in like 2016, 2017. I met the bitch in 2018. 2018, 2017. She was like, yo, how you feel about Jay Morrison? I'm like, nigga's a fucking scammer. She was like, yeah. She was like, well, so, but Deuce ain't a scam. Years later, she was like, oh, you right. Yeah, of course I'm right, bitch. It don't make sense. We cannot support people who don't put the culture first, man, and put the people first. Fuck the culture. Hip hop's not, and I'm done with hip hop too. This is Black American culture from now on. There's no fucking hip hop. There's no way I'm gonna call this shit hip hop because I don't fucking break dance. I don't give a fuck about break dancing. I don't do no graffiti. I don't give a fuck about no graffiti. All that shit is corny and weird. That's for niggas who's dirty behind. That's for them Latino niggas, and that's for them fucking Asian. Nigga had that weird shit. Just give us our props. But nigga, fuck all that, nigga. I'm just going to see a Black American culture. There's no more hip hop, nigga. We ain't fucking nigga. We hip, but where the fuck the hop come from? And can't buy the and being buy the name that shit anyway. And he's a fucking pedophile weirdo, nigga. Nah, we gotta redo this whole hip hop thing. I mean, fuck all that. Then they had a bitch Karen Civil up there who stole fucking $60,000 from nigga Joyner Lucas.
We got a special guest in the building.
Family as hell.
And my secret hookup when I ever need something.
Oh, I was about to say what the.
No, when I need something for the wife, you ass.
Wow.
That got crazy.
Wow.
Civil.
Never saw that rumor.
Cameron tried to tell people something was off about the public relations powerhouse Karen Civil years ago. On Saturday, September 18th, Civil became trending on Twitter after Joyner Lucas claimed she swindled him out of $60,000 in the early stages of his career, similar to what Cameron alleged in 2016. In an I Told You So moment, the Dipset rapper took his thoughts on the matter to Instagram, writing, "Y'all gonna apologize or not? I figure y'all wouldn't. For those that don't understand, I told people Karen Civil be robbing people. They said I was lying. Now she just lost the court case to another female. Now they say Karen is foul. When I said it, I was hating. She also robbed Joyner Lucas of the same exact amount she did my guy at The Real Duke the Guy. $60K. What a coinky dink."
This shit is all bad, and I don't just blame. And first, I don't want DJ Envy to go to jail. I just want people to get their money back, and I don't want them representing the culture no more. I don't want y'all to main representing the culture because these niggas not representing the culture. We making these niggas celebrities for nothing. These are not talented people. These people are not on a merit. Who dick is these people sucking? Like, who dick is Charlamagne sucking? Because Charlamagne came in with Wendy Williams. I remember back in 06 when I was in prison, I was hearing a nigga on the radio and shit. He was kind of cool then because he was on his, like, you know, I don't know, his militant shit. Somewhere, somehow this nigga sold out. Lil' Kim done had goons on him. He was running and shit. He was a bitch then. He was marked out then. I don't know why we like these mark-ass weirdo niggas come into our culture and have a voice and an opinion. These niggas is squares and weirdos. Now DJ Envy is going to snitch, and it's bad enough we got 6ix9ine and we got fucking Gunner. Now we're going to have another nigga who's an agent in the culture. These niggas is agents in the culture. These niggas is not real culture, my nigga. And this gonna make snitching okay. DJ Envy's gonna make snitching okay. Dame Dash told this nigga he wasn't a boss and he went to go fucking be a fucking street boss. He wanted to be a scamming boss. And now he did it so that, come on, my nigga. You didn't know. You ain't know Envy, really. You ain't fucking know. You ain't know how fat this motherfucker was getting. He went from 300 pounds to a fucking ton. And you ain't noticed this nigga was fucking the money up on Little Caesars and Grubhub and all that other shit this nigga eating. You notice the fucking McDonald's wrappers in this nigga pockets. This nigga wasn't articulate. This nigga wasn't handsome. This nigga wasn't a genius. He wasn't saying big words or nothing. You didn't know. DJ, come on, Envy, man. What happened was that nigga told you the scheme and said, listen, yo, all I need you to bring in the traffic and I'ma do the back shit and I'ma take the blame for it. All you gotta do is bring the people in and I got you. That nigga not going down. Then you had sipping ass Michael Eric Dyson up there talking about a bunch of sipping ass shit and Democratic shit. And we don't fuck with the Democrats. Y'all not connected to the grassroots because we don't fuck with Democrats. But y'all give Democrats voices. We don't give a fuck about no Democrats. And every time y'all let somebody up there, they always deny reparations. We not fucking with nobody who's not fucking with reparations. So y'all shouldn't give nobody a mic. Before y'all interview him, you see ask him, yo, you giving reparations? No, you're not getting on a motherfucking microphone. Yeah, JFK up there. He know what reparations. Why the fuck is he getting a platform then? Why is you trying to sell us out? You're trying to sell us out and get our votes. Nah, it's not working. We don't fuck with the Breakfast Club because y'all fuck with Democrats and y'all sellouts and y'all scammers and y'all pedophiles. And y'all ain't black American. We don't know what the fuck Angela Yee is. She not black American. She's fucking Chinese and some African shit. She should have no voice in our culture. But she ain't even a fucking Puerto Rican. She ain't even Dominican. Like, at least if you want to have somebody we know. Okay, black Americans started this shit. All right, okay, after there's blacks, we want Caribbeans. After Caribbeans, you know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, Caribbeans, you want the Puerto Ricans, then preferably a Jamaican. It go like this. It go black Americans, Jamaicans, Puerto Ricans. After that, you can have a Dominican, or you can even have a fucking Mexican. You can have anybody. We can have an African Asian bitch. She ain't got nothing to do with hip hop. And on top of that, we don't know this bitch. You was better off getting a white bitch. White bitches more involved in hip hop than African Chinese bitch. Envy's a mixed, light-skinned cop son. He should have no voice in our culture. Charlemagne is a coward who bleaches fucking skin. He should have no voice in our culture. Put dark-skinned niggas in these niggas' places. Put a dark-skinned woman in her place. Why is this immigrant Angela Yee in a black woman's place? She ain't help build this culture. Chinese and Africans ain't had no hand in this culture. Why is she there? Wasn't no cop son or no light-skinned nigga in hip-hop to build the culture. Why is he there? It's supposed to be all dark-skinned niggas on that panel. Ain't no fucking cop, son. Nigga, we was anti-police, so we anti they fucking kids too. Why is these, who's in these white people are fucking destroying us? These are herders. These are the sheep herders. Black people are supposed to be the sheep, and these motherfuckers are the herders. They just herding us to the fucking Democrats. They just herding us to scams. They just directing us to everything detrimental. What they doing is validating scammers. The whole podcast is validate scammers. This shit ain't grassroots. We shouldn't fuck with it. We shouldn't fuck with no more podcasts or people who ain't from the grassroots or who ain't really from the culture. Because these people can't be trusted. All they do is sell us out. All types of marketing and commercials that we don't want. It be commercials that on these fucking channels that don't have nothing to do with us. Sponsors and shit that has nothing to do with us. They getting our attention for what? This is sell us something. And why they got our attention, they ain't even entertaining us. They poisoning our minds with silly shit. None of that shit is masculine shit. None of that shit is revolutionary shit. None of that shit is educational shit. They're indirectly promoting scammers, promoting criminals, ex-drug dealers. The same with the movies. The movies show the drug dealers going to jail and getting arrested and shit, but we still sold drugs. People still shoot people because that shit is glorifying the kids. Kids take that shit and we get excited when we see that shit. You said nigga can make 50 million and get 10 years. Nigga, shit, I do 10 years right now for $50 million. Give me $50 million and I'm doing 10 years, nigga. And not only me, nigga, everything I know, but like, fuck, I'm coming with you, nigga. Nigga, $10 million, nigga, $50 million, niggas do 10 years. Niggas do 10 years for less. Niggas do 10 years for a fucking ounce of crack. Niggas do at least 5. Shit, I probably did fucking 5 years for a fucking ounce of crack. We no longer letting the mainstream run our minds. We ain't letting no square niggas influence us. We ain't letting nobody who are not black American have a fucking voice. If they ain't black American and they ain't dark, like it ain't brown, at least they shouldn't have a fucking voice in our culture. And I would say Caribbeans, but we can't trust Caribbeans because they always do silly shit too. So if they ain't black Americans, from now on, nigga, everything we do and say has to be for us and by us on some FUBU shit. If they ain't us, we don't support them. If they ain't leading us to something educational or something really profitable that's legit and legal, we ain't fucking with them. We ain't glorifying drug dealers no more. We ain't glorifying shooters and killers no more. We ain't glorifying scammers no more. That shit is done. We don't keep these people who set these little podcasts and these media mainstream things up. They're invested in prisons. They're invested in medicines. They're invested in everything that we pay for and that we run to. They win. The Breakfast Club is there to influence the wrong things in black American society. White people don't watch that shit. We shouldn't have a cop son representing it. We shouldn't have a coon representing it. We shouldn't have a immigrant Chinese mixed woman where a black woman should be at. Should nobody have an opinion on what we doing or what we should do? We shouldn't even hear these people talk on the radio. Send a cop son to a fucking academy, send a coon back to the South, and send that Asian chick, whatever the fuck she from. and get a whole new cast of Black Americans with a Black American agenda. We ain't for none of this silly shit no more. It's a Big Bad Podcast, man. Always a scamming.